Gun Dog Broker, the most comprehensive website focusing on hunting dogs. If you're looking for health information, lineage, and performance, Gun Dog Broker has what you're looking for. Log on today and find out if your dog is gun dog worthy. All right, Mark, so we're out, we're looking around, the wind's blowing, and there's ribbons everywhere. When you look around, there's ribbons everywhere in these trees. I mean, is it so you don't get lost and you can find your way back to the kennel?
No.
What's the purpose with the ribbons that we see everywhere?
I put up all these ribbons so that I have an indicator as to which way the wind is blowing, so that I can bring in a dog downwind of a bird to help him find the bird. Now, my property is unique because I've got a valley on one side of it, I've got a flat pasture that's open on the other, and then I have a large open valley on the third side. And what happens in the morning is it warms up. All of these things warm up at different rates, and it actually draws and makes its own wind. Okay. And frequently I can stand in the same place and see ribbons blowing 3 different directions in the early morning. And it's extremely hard to help a dog if you don't know which way the wind's blowing. So
I mean, you typically, when you're saying downwind, so you want to bring your dog in with the wind blowing into its face.
Typically what we say is there's a scent cone based from a bird, and if you think about wild birds, they're on the ground 24 hours a day and they're walking and they're always leaving scent and it's spreading. When I'm training, I typically come out and drop a bird down in a spot. So he just appeared out of nowhere, and it takes a while for the scent cone to spread out. And if the winds are variable, it's even harder because there's not a reliable scent cone to bring a dog into.
So the ribbons are truly a training aid
for me.
To make sure that you can help the dog succeed.
One thing to say about ribbons, you should never use ribbons to mark the location of a bird, because dogs very quickly associate the ribbon with the bird, and you will end up with dogs that will point every ribbon they see. I've actually seen that in field trials. Where,
we don't want to point ribbons, do we? They don't eat so well, do they?
Someone had surveyed a line all the way across a huge field with ribbons. They were marked every 50 feet, and this poor guy brought in a dog, and he pointed every ribbon in that line going across the field because he'd been trained to point birds at home with the ribbons. That's a no-no.
Yeah. That's thanks for sharing that with us. A great tip for in the field.
All right.